Hi everyone, welcome back to AINEWS. I'm your host Ethan.
And this is Felicia.
Today we have a very special guest. He is running for your right and he wants to lower your tax. As a politician, that's very rare. Please welcome Rishi Kumar. Hi, Mr. Rishi Kumar. Can you introduce yourself a little bit and what you're running for?
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Ni hao. And AI News I'm very comfortable with AI News because I specialize in AI. I authored a book on AI, and hopefully we'll have some AI conversation. Perhaps not, but we'll stick to politics. I served many years on the Saratoga City Council, and we managed to solve some big challenges like cutting taxes, like stopping burglaries, reducing burglaries, fighting the water utility companies, San Jose Water Company, PG&E. And as a tech executive, as a C-suite, I've been in Silicon Valley for many years now. We took on challenges that I felt were very important. It wasn't just activity for the sake of activity, but fearlessly fighting on behalf of the people. And that's the reason why I'm running for county assessor today. We believe we have a good opportunity, an excellent opportunity to send money back into the pockets of people, which is the premise of my run. And I'm super excited to be talking to you guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, AI is I in Chinese. It means love in Chinese. It has nothing to do with AI, but
I like it.
Yeah, but I'm glad that we get a chance to know you and let your voters know about you. I have a question. There's a lot of people that's running for this spot you're running for. Why should people vote for you?
Yeah, a good question. I like it. So essentially, I have an opponent who's running. There are two of us. There were four of us in the first round. And the way it works in California, in our county, is the top two make it to the runoff if no one gets 50%. And so we are in the runoff, and we are quite excited to be here. And the big difference between me and my opponent is I'm a tax hawk. I cut taxes, and my opponent happens to love taxes. That's the big difference. And my record is to cut taxes, to create optimization in the public sector, to see how we can cut waste. And I've never voted for a tax increase in my life. This role is actually involving property taxes. My opponent has actually already increased the property taxes. My opponent voted for a $50 billion tax increase that led to a property tax increase in every part that would have led to a property tax increase in every corner of the Bay Area. And essentially, for a home valuation of $2 million, your property taxes would go up about $700 or so annually. Every year, you would be paying that extra amount of money. So if this is a person who actually increased your property taxes, even though this person is not a county assessor, what would they do if they were given that role? So that's the big difference. My approach has been to cut taxes, cut waste, optimize the heck out of the public sector, and essentially fight for the people. That's the reason why I'm running.
I always have this question. Why is your opponent increasing taxes? What is his plan for tax increase? Because I don't really get how, because I know he got the first round pick. Why would anyone vote for someone that go like, hey, take more of my money? I just hate money for some reason. Can you tell us a little bit about your opponent's strategy of increasing taxes?
I like the first round pick. I feel like when the NBA draft, or something. But seriously, I'm also nonplussed. I'm confused as heck. Why would somebody want to raise taxes? Just like you are, because that's not my mantra. That's not what I believe in, That's not the reason why I jumped into public service. I didn't wake up one morning and said, I'm going to be an elected leader because I love jacking up property taxes. I love jacking up taxes. No, that's not the reason why you run for office. So I believe it's part of a system, unfortunately. Seriously, it's part of a system. It's a cesspool of elected leaders who want big government, who want to increase your taxes, and who basically are looking to feed the system, essentially. They want to feed the system. And when you are an insider, when you are an entrenched insider like my opponent, you're basically at the beck and call of special interest groups, and you're doing what they need to do. And that's the reason why my opponent actually supported the sales tax increase in the county. That is going to hit our pocketbook by hundreds of dollars every year. That was just passed. I was leading the no on sales tax increase. I was chairing that to see how we could push back that sales tax increase. There's a big difference. And I believe it's the framework of how we manage our role as an elected official. And that's the reason why we're going to win.
Yeah, Margaret Thatcher has a very famous quote. The problem with socialism is you eventually run out of other people's money. And property tax is actually a very big part of our life.
Yeah.
And then it is actually the most unfair thing.
And especially for this season,
Mm-hmm.
because everybody is preparing to mail out your property tax. I heard by it a lot. I just mailed it yesterday, and I saw the envelope, and it even harassed me, say there's a penalty if you mail late. And then, why are you harassing me?
Yeah.
This is almost a $7,000 check I'm mailing out, and you ask for this check twice a year. Now I'm giving you a huge money, and now you're harassing me for telling me not mail late. So I don't get, especially for this season, no one should love to pay for the property tax.
Yeah, and it's a very un-American idea.
Yeah.
You fought a revolutionary war against taxes, and now they're like, think about it. Why do you have to pay property tax every year?
And they want to raise it.
Yeah, they didn't do anything to
Right.
your house. Did they do any service to your house? Did it make your house better? Did the government do anything? Did they make your school better? California school is actually getting worse.
Yeah.
It's actually, California is number 47 out of 50 in terms of the quality of schools. So what good is the government, what problems are they solving, right? So you are absolutely right. The property tax reform is actually sweeping the country. And in California, I think our elected officials are mainly pro-tax because they want to tax the heck out of people and increase the revenue into government so that we can have big government. But it's not making a difference in terms of the problems. Our crimes have gone up, homelessness has gone up. It's a very ineffective way of solving problems. You look at the county, for example, we have a $5 billion that has been spent, that has been thrown out the door every year, our taxpayer dollars, $5 billion out of a $13.7 billion. That's the total budget. Let me explain how. We have VTA, light rail, and buses that are operating. Nobody really uses them. If you see them at any point of the day, it's barely a few people. We are losing about $1 billion, losing in the red, $1 billion a year because of that. And then you look at healthcare, where you are in LA. LA spends about $12 billion on healthcare for the county residents. LA County is 5 times our population. Our population is 2 million. LA County is 10 million. We are spending $7 billion, whereas LA County is spending 12.7 billion. Why the big difference? Why is LA County spending so much lesser than our county? Because there is bloat in our county, and we have to cut these types of fat. And that's the reason why they will keep jacking up our property taxes and sales tax, because they want to feed the system. And that's really what I'm against. By the way, this system that we actually have presented a ballot initiative to the California Attorney General. It's basically now, once they approve it, we will have the language that is needed for us to push forward with this approach of how we are going to put forward a constitutional amendment to Prop 13 that was passed in 1978. So I believe this is the imperative that is sweeping the country. Virginia has actually exempted veterans by the same exact approach. And Wyoming is wanting to make property taxes zero for their seniors. Colorado, Washington, they have all approached property tax reform for seniors. A total of 16 states are going down this path. So I believe property tax is imminent. And right now in my county, my opponents are saying that, oh, Rishi doesn't understand what the role of the assessor is. He's promising something that he cannot do. They are making all sorts of excuses, calling it lies, and he doesn't have the platform. No, that's like, come on, come on. You have to understand the reality of what's happening across the country. And I'm quite excited to be that very first person in California to propose this. And for you, I heard you a little unhappiness, resentment at the property tax bill, $7,000 twice a year. And we believe next year, we are going to make a difference for all of you. You are too young to be 60. It's only for people who are 60 plus, but you'll get there someday.
Thank you so much. I love to hear from you.
Please tell us, when is the election and how could your voter vote for you?
The ballots are going to be mailed to our mailboxes. I say coming to a mailbox near you, just like the movie industry in LA, they say that, right? Coming to a theater near you. So this is going to be in your mailbox in the next few days. And the voting will end on December 30th. So before you get out there and go out on your vacations or ski trips, fill up the ballot. There's only one thing on the agenda, Rishi Kumar. So please vote for Rishi Kumar. And it's only the assessor race on the ballot in Santa Clara County. Please vote and send it in. And here is something I would like to provide you as a tip. If you hear holiday music, if you smell cookies, that are baking in the house or in the neighborhood, that's your trigger to vote for Rishi Kumar.
Yes, we really need some holiday spirit as American because we're losing our holidays as well. One of them is by our taxes. Taxes is really, there's no point of increasing it.
Yeah.
Who think you pay too little tax and then you want to pay more tax? It's something that you should vote for Rishi Kumar. That should be the trigger.
Very, very well summarized. If you want lower taxes, if you want somebody who'll fight for you, Rishi Kumar is your person, is your candidate. If you want higher taxes, if you want somebody who's going to increase your property tax, who will not put money in your pocket with Prop 8 declines, you vote for the opponent. I don't have any issues with that.
All right, thank you, Rishi. I'm glad we finally get the chance to talk. And then I pray for your race. Please fight for the residents over there. And they need your help. California needs your help. Bay Area needs your help because we really are paying way too much for nothing. We didn't get any service.
Absolutely.
So,
Agreed.
yes. So thank you. Is there any last thing you want to remind your voters with? How can they help you?
Yeah. To summarize, I'll leave you with this. I fight for your interest, never the special interest. We reject the dark tainted money. We don't accept money from special interest groups. My opponent does, and she's ahead with the fundraising. And we believe the polling shows that we're going to win this race because we are up by 5 points right now. Because my anti-tax message has taken the county by storm. People are talking about it. Just like your videos go viral, my message about property taxes has gone viral a little bit about how I plan to exempt anybody who's 60 plus. Irrespective of anything else, age is the only criteria. You have to be domiciled in the state of California for 10 years or have lived in the home for 5 years. So it's a very simple plan. I will fight for your interest. Please consider contributing to our campaign at rishikumar.com. And if you want to see the property tax plan that we have, it's rishikumar.com/seniors. I would be very honored to have your vote and support. Thank you so much, Sheshe. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.